Hello, this is Ariana Antonio for ASD 1310, and this is my week 2 project. So here I have the My Hollywood app, which is an app that just you record movies and I guess TV shows or whatever that you've watched. And so this week we converted our CRUD over to jQuery and added Ajax and that sort of stuff. So here I've got my form page, title, date, scene, genre. One thing I did this week was coding this, which took a really long time to make these so that they displayed right and saved correctly. I know there are plugins that will do this probably much easier, but I didn't understand the code for those, and I didn't want to implement something in my app that I didn't understand. So I hand coded all that myself, and it's messy and ugly, but it works. So I don't want to have to go through the whole form, but so to display the data, here's my ridiculous test data that I typed in. These stars aren't displaying right now. That's something that I have to fix. Since the stars are just kind of something extra, I had higher priorities this week rather than doing extra things. So you can edit. It's got all that good stuff in there, the rating, blah, 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 blah. And you can clear, you can delete. Well, I've just cleared it, but I could go back in and delete it. So that's working pretty well. Oops, that makes me happy. One thing that didn't go so well, that isn't entirely working, the JSON data is working and populating. Hooray. However, my XML data is not. When I have the XML data in there and the console pops out an empty string. So for some reason it's not populating, but I wanted to turn this in anyway, and who knows, maybe by the time after this video is uploaded within a few minutes to spare I can get it fixed. But so for now my XML data is not loading, but my JSON data is. So the XML is something that is the only thing that actually just straight up isn't working. Everything else, that's essential as a requirement is working. So better than expected. I don't even know. I don't think anything went better than expected this week. Actually creating the XML data was easy at first. I was really intimidated. And then I kind of look at the formatting and was like, oh, I can do this. I can handle it. And then of course it ended up not actually showing up. But it started off when I was actually creating the default data. It was going pretty well and I was all excited, and then it just broke. What didn't go so well was almost everything. The things that I had the most trouble with was my CRUD. And, again, I thought those would go well. I thought I had a pretty good handle on my CRUD, but converting it to jQuery just showed me how much of a handle I did not have on it. So I spent actually most of the time fixing that, which left, unfortunately, less time to work on my XML. What skills from previous courses? Definitely VFW, because it was, mostly working with CRUD this week, and that's what we learned then. And of course, finding out that some of the things they had us do in VFW weren't actually the right way to do it. But some of the things were a little too late to convert. But I converted it over to jQuery. Everything's working. So I appreciate what I did learn from VFW. That helped out a lot. Okay, so as you can see, my iOS simulator is stupid. I don't know what happened to it. I updated Xcode, so it has iOS 7 on it, but unfortunately it's this weird box instead of the actual little iPhone, so there's no button at the bottom to click. I can't go to apps or anything like that. So I can't really show you an app, but I can tell you that the Yahoo weather app, in general, weather apps, or just weather websites in general, oftentimes have APIs so that other people can use them. In fact, most big weather apps all kind of pull from the same place. So even though they look different, you're kind of getting the same data across a whole bunch of different apps. And after doing some research, it looks like the Yahoo weather app uses XML with an RSS feed in it. So yeah, that is my week 2 stuff. I hope other people are getting their stuff done. See you next week. Thanks. Bye.